Hey, can you hear me? I think I've got the volume up enough. I might be a bit loud. I don't know. Anyway, I've decided to do another video because I have a bit of an idea about blame. Blame, yeah, blame. 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 And it's a funny word because so much of our life is taken up with either blaming ourselves or blaming other people. And quite honestly, it's completely wrong. You've got to take the world as being a kind of conscious part of existence, and not really as a person or a character, but as a function of existence, as actually being a result of existence. So, in other words, as the world decides what happens, or it doesn't decide what happens, but what happens in the world is really the completely blameless. It's actually the truth about the reality of existence. Because what else is there? We are the reality of existence, and the world is the truth of that, the truth of it. Because everything that happens is the truth of existence. If you think about it, everything that happens is the truth of existence. So whether we blame anyone for that or not is our own stupidity, really. Because as soon as we stop blaming everyone, stop blaming ourselves, stop blaming the world, stop blaming everyone's decisions and everyone's mistakes, we see that the world is a friend of everyone, and we didn't need to blame anyone for what happens, because we don't decide about that. We show it. We show it to people. If we act as individuals, we can show the world that no one is to blame, and no event is attached to blame, because we are individuals and we can show how to live as a friend of the world, and how everyone is a friend of the world if they stop attaching blame to what happens. So even though you may think, well, I blame myself for that, I blame my friend for that, I blame so and so for that, but actually that's not the case. That's not the truth of the matter at all. And what else can I talk about? Yeah, so we have knowledge. We think knowledge is important, or information is important about our lives. Information about where we're going, what we're doing, and how to have fun, really, But but I think having fun is the most important thing, and also helping other people have fun. That's pretty good as well. But so what do we do when we realise that what is awareness? What is awareness if it isn't being aware of a moment? And when you realise that contains the future, the past, and the present, we can actually increase our awareness to an almighty amount, a great amount. And because you see, when you increase your awareness, you're actually deciding. You're actually able to decide about the future, the past, and the present, because your awareness is the accumulation of a story, which actually is the future, the past, or the present. So how can I explain it better? So when we actually become aware of being aware, we actually see where we are. We can actually see where we are. So I've written this on Facebook, and I'm trying to remember exactly what was going through my mind. But it's quite simple, really. Just be aware of being aware of being aware. You can be aware continually of what actually is going on, and how you could see that there's a pattern to it. There's a pattern to actually following that moment from the beginning of your awareness right up until the final decision about it. But it doesn't stop there. It keeps going, and it never ever stops, because your awareness is continually adjusting to what happens previously. So so as we progress, we look for a meaning by going too closely to it. And it's only when we step back and we can see exactly the whole picture of how we feel about it, and that is very important. That how we feel about it is actually how it affects us. How it affects us, and as it affects us, so we become more aware. If we become aware of everything and how it affects us, we can decide about that. We can make a decision about it, and we can say, well, that is me. That's actually me. That's how I want to be. That's my joy. That's my love. That's my happiness. That's how I want to be. That's the effect of being aware. That's the effect of being aware, and it's great. It really is. It's wonderful. Especially with other people. I mean, you can really become close to people, and you can see people. You can see that you can see clearly. You can see the relationship between you and other people in a very clear and precise way. And for that reason, there's no misunderstandings. All misunderstandings get left behind. And not only that, love, because you can see the relationship between you and other people, you have that love. And that's why people make mistakes when they hurt each other, because they ruin the love between people, which is there, but they just don't see it. They can't see it, and that's why they make terrible mistakes. That's what's happening in Israel. That's what's happening in Gaza. That's what's happening in the world, where people hurt each other, because they can't see that there's really love there. There is anyone that hurts you is making a mistake for themselves. It's not against you, it's for themselves. It's really like that. It's really the situation that is causing them pain, not you, them pain. What else is new? I don't know. I've said enough, I think. And remember, blame is blameless. Blame is blameless. But anyway, I'll leave it there, and I wish you a good evening. It's Thursday, the 7th of December, and it's 23 minutes past 10, right, in the evening. Right, okay, catch you later. Have a good one. Bye.